Hey guys, welcome back to World of Warships. Today we're going to be playing with a bit of a classic at this point, the Richelieu. This being ship request, this is what you wanted to see last time. As always with this series, most upvoted comment down below is what I will be playing next time. So make sure you put your requests down there. When it comes to Richelieu, the French battleship line has been in this game for quite a long time at this point. And that's not typically a great thing with live service games, especially considering these things haven't really been touched since. They have 380mm guns and a 30-second reload. So we don't have particularly high caliber guns or particularly quick reload with a Richelieu here. We have amazing range though. 25.3 kilometers means we can snipe, which is, as you know, maybe not my favorite thing to do. Our dispersion is standard battleship dispersion with 1.8 sigma. So pretty unfortunate there. Fortunately, though, for this ship, the AP is actually really good. It's smaller caliber, but French AP just has really good pen, really good shell velocity. Our concealment is okay, but for a tier 8 battleship, not amazing, I would say. Same with our speed. Fine. There is an engine boost here to help us out, which is nice. 8%, not bad. Lasts quite a long time with this build in particular. But we're not particularly maneuverable. We're not particularly fast. Our guns aren't all that amazing. I'll confess, I didn't really enjoy playing Richelieu when grinding the line. We're going to see how it goes today. 32 mil plating. Yikes. This will be interesting. I'll try and make it work, though. One of the main complaints I have, of course, is going to be the lack of gun power, the lack of damage output. So I'm going to try and buff that. We're going to try heavy AP as well as Furious build here, and maybe this 2-pointer can help us stay alive. Probably going to switch away from this. This is a very, very greedy build. Would not recommend this. I would recommend going for your 5th heal instead of Furious. And then, you know, probably taking Brisk and Grease the Gears, stuff like that are very good on this ship. I am, though, going to go with Gunfeeder. I think in those up tiers, we're going to have to make use of that extra range and make use of that high explosive, trying to light fires. We're going to see how it goes today, but ship request, make sure you comment down below whatever you want to see next time, and let's get into it. So I have a pretty good match here to start out with, honestly. Not seeing tier 10s is a big deal. Not seeing 32 mil overmatch is also a huge deal, as is a Neptune smoking right in front of us, so we'll try there. And that's good dispersion. Okay, hopefully he doesn't move from there. Playing a little safe to start. Oh yes, that's a good way to start a video. Here I am complaining about the dispersion, and we get ourselves a nice double citadel to start things off. It is a Neptune, very vulnerable, but still, we will gladly take those. The big issue for this ship, of course, is those tier 10 games where you get 32 mil overmatch. That is such a massive problem for this ship. You know, I'm a big fan of the Bourgogne. I think that is well documented on my channel at this point. Even Jean Bart. I've come around to that ship in the last round of Black Friday ships last year. Really enjoyed my time with Jean Bart. So maybe I'm going to enjoy Richelieu. Unfortunately, 5 overpens there. Perhaps I'll enjoy this ship, but it doesn't have that reload booster. That is the one main thing that I've just loved about Bourgogne Jean Bart, and this one doesn't have it. It has the issue too of not getting that. Oh, is he gonna turn? Wait, hold. I mean, Vasma's a pretty big issue for us, but we might get another shot here. Turning away? I think he is. I think he is. Hold. Okay. That is a vulnerable ship, too. Please. Okay, we get one. We do get one. I mean, we're up to 50k already. This is pretty good. Playing bow on, maybe not the best idea. But again, we have 32 mil armor here, so as long as they don't overmatch us, we're pretty okay. I mean, we still have to be cautious, of course. Is he going to slow down and turn out? I don't know. But fast shell velocity. Really, really nice for catching up to these guys. Okay, he's not going to slow down as much as I thought. There's the Neptune again. That's fine. That's just a pure miss on my part. You can definitely hold positions, hold flanks. Here we do have a Kaga to worry about. Our AA is quite poor, actually. The ship does not have near the secondary or AA mounts that you start to get at tier 9. And even Flandre, actually, as far as like a secondary ship goes. That one's actually pretty good. Let's try there. So you do have to be a little bit careful about taking bow in positions. But hey, we're making use of our range here, I guess. And, oh, another one. Look at the consistency out of Richelieu. Wow. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Perhaps. I mean, I have not played it in years. Years, guys. It might be over 5 years since I've actually played a Richelieu game. Typically, I'm going to be playing one of the premium French battleships at this tier anyway. I'll do a secondary build Flandre, that kind of thing. Oh, we just missed. If our DD goes down, I will have to think about kiting away here, maybe? Kid doesn't have that many torps, but still a little spooky. But holding a flank like this, nice. Very nice. Iowa is broadside. I'll even take that blind shot with good dispersion. Oh, man. All right, we take those. We do have a Riga here, though, so that radar will help us out a lot. And? Ah, just overled. Too bad. 30-second reload on these guns. It's probably fair. We've been doing good damage, but man, it's 380s, 30-second reload. Even Tirpitz Bismarck, similar dispersion. We're going to lead there because he's going to go forward. And they have really good acceleration, so he's going to actually run into that. Or not, or not, or not. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. Trust, it's fine. We've been going a straight line for a while, so let's turn a little bit here. That was a good lead. I think I just didn't aim high enough. Shells went a little low there. Wow, these blind shots are getting good dispersion, I gotta say. Oh, our Freddy's really low. I didn't notice that. Maybe I was too passive. Oh, that would have been incredible blind fire. Maybe I should be holding these considering our reload. Oh, well. And the Kaga is spotted. No spotter plane to reach him yet, but if he goes broadsides, we'll gladly shoot at him. We'll try there. Yeah, he's going to go broadside, most likely. Hopefully our Z46 doesn't die, because that's our spotting right now. 6K, that's not bad. I don't want to over-push this flank, though. I think our Freddy is just going to continue going, and I think that's going to spell out his death. Oh, the Furious. Here we go. Furious buff. There it is. Is Kaga turning? I don't think so. I will blind that one. Okay, we have to go after the carrier, man. We have to. Our team is not looking so hot, but the enemy team is kind of boxed in their spawn right now. Ah, no damage. Yeah, they're kind of in their spawn. I would like to go help it B, I think. These guys are just going to kite, which is not great for our smaller caliber AP. All right, we're going to engine boost and head over to help our Riga here. Maybe too greedy on the Furious play, but we want our reload, right? Oh no, we missed. We missed. Giving too much broadside here to Neptune. There's the DD. But I want to catch this Iowa's broadside. We'll try there. Yes. Okay, we do get the Citadel. I am worried about torpedoes right now. those torps as well. Carrier torps. How do I deal with that? Speed boost. Get the juke for us, perhaps? No, a shatter only. We're still gonna eat 3. That's... Oh, only 2. Only 2. Only 2. Alright, our team is folded at this point. We've done alright, I think. Not amazing, though. Not amazing. 100k is alright, but... games like this one where we don't have a lot to shoot at other than just people kiting away from us, it's quite hard. But we have 5 citadels. We've taken those shots. Opportune salvos. Target selection's been okay, I think. We can get in the cap. And there's the DD. I wondered if we'd see him. We can finish him off. Good. I think he just torps us out, though. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Although our team is doing all right on the 1-2 line at this point. But the carrier's just going to focus us now. And playing Bow on an island like this, not amazing. Fortunately, he's only got his torps out, so he's going to have some awkward angles for us, actually. Yeah, if he's dropping like that... why is he dropping like that? That's crazy. He's going to get carriers buffed if he keeps dropping like that. Please don't. Please drop me a little better, Mr. Carrier. We do not need carrier buffs. Yeah, see, there you go. Go just click on my broadside and get free damage. There it is. You did it. Good job. Yeah, the AA is quite pathetic. Obviously, we've taken a lot of HE hits, so our AA has permanently been destroyed. Or a lot of it has been. I'll stall the cap as much as I can. If there's no carrier in the game and no 32 mil overmatch, you're actually pretty tanky. You know, on islands like this, being able to get all of your guns out front here is really nice. Look at how much yeah, there's the dive bomber, so we're gonna die. Look at how much permanent damage we've taken, by the way. So even though I only have the 4 heals, the 4 weak heals, by the way, we've still taken so much damage that we can't even heal any excess back. All right, it is our time to die. The carrier has determined. We will be clicked on. Yep, 8k and a fire. Oh, it's so disgusting. If you guys ever find yourselves the target of a carrier and you think, what can I do about this? I don't have any help for you. I'm sorry. I got nothing. It is the way of things. It is the way of the world. There is a pecking order, and the carrier is at the top. All you can do is hope that he doesn't go after you. That's really your only option. No, it bounces? Oh, that's sad. All right, well, we got 132. That's not bad, but a little disappointing to get a not particularly close match, and then the carrier kind of just finishes us off. But that's how it goes. Actually, no, I think I was wrong. I do have a tip for you to deal with carriers and subs, actually. We got ourselves a carrier double sub game. Very fun. Yes, Wargaming, that's your feedback. This is my preferred matchmaker. Sarcasm if you're not catching that. We hate this kind of matchmaker. But how do you deal with it? Because you're going to have to deal with it a lot. You run away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. I know. Passive games, it sucks. We hate it. Everybody pre-kited. Everybody running away at the start of games. Everybody not playing the game. But that's what you do, man. Like that's the only thing you can control is your ship's position in the engagement. That's it. So if that's your only thing you can control, well then, I guess you run away. I know it sucks. It sucks, but that's how it goes, man. So That's how we're going to play it here. I would love to try in some of these games a little bit more. Double fire's too much, so we'll rep that. But we just can't. Our ship is not capable of fighting these battles. And that's just how it is. You got to accept it. And if you want to play something different, if you don't want to deal with that, you just hope that Ranked is a season that, or Brawls or the special game mode is in a season of not allowing subs and carriers into them. I would recommend that if you're interested. But if it is, I think the current season actually does allow carriers, which, you know, is not going to be terribly fun. So then you're kind of just out of luck. And I don't want to complain about this all the time, obviously, because it gets old. I get it, right? You want to watch these videos for entertainment, but I do have to mention it, right? I didn't bring it up in yesterday's video on the Eskimo, but you saw that first game where, you know, the carrier just went after me the entire time in that first match. We barely survived. You know, what do I do, right? I didn't bring it up because it's about a new ship, so I don't want to just focus on that. I want to focus on the ship, right? But there's not a whole lot to do about it, other than run away. And a comment I see somewhat often, not terribly often, because most of you get it, all right? But my favorite kind of meme comment is why don't I see any carrier games in your videos, Mr. PQ? Why is that? And there's a very simple answer. You don't get very good games when there's carriers in the match. Not typically. You're not able to push, you're not able to brawl, you're not able to get these closer range engagements. And it's less exciting. And because of that, you don't see them. Oh, that went high? Too bad. You just don't see them as much in my videos. I want to post entertaining games, fun games, interesting matches, and ones like that where you're not within 10 kilometers like this. I mean, we shouldn't be brawling at Turpits, but that's not going to stop me here. We're going to try and make it work. Oh my goodness, he's just dead. All right. We should focus the destroyer here, by the way. But that's why. If you're ever wondering, if you're wondering yourself, why aren't there the carrier games? Well, now you know. No spots, unfortunate. That's okay. We're gonna HE a bit for this Hawk, and I think I might swap back. This is why we want Gunfeeder, by the way. Gunfeeder really, really nice, allowing us to swap our ammo types often. 16-7 though, so I'm gonna keep the AP here. I'm not sure I'm gonna retain spots. Oh, I probably would, but let's try and get some damage in with the AP. We'll try there. And I don't want to get torped in the side here from the submarine, so let's not. Let's push forward a bit. Play around our teammates is the other way to do it. Clump up. That's another good option. Hawk giving us reload here. Is he going to turn this way? Yeah. Let's try there. Oh no, there's a gap. Okay, teammates got him. Good. Could be torps here from the sub as well. So let's do the ye old slow down, turn in. A classic. There's the torps from the kid, so we're good there. Oh nice, our DD is pushing up with us. Awesome. Hawk is just kiting. I don't think I just don't want to take that engagement. So let's not. Let's get into the cap. Ignore him. I don't blame him for kiting, by the way. I'll say he is kiting, but I also do not blame him in the slightest. Look at what he's facing, man. Right? I'm not blaming the players for kiting, man. This is a wargaming created problem. And they're the ones that gotta fix it, you know? Oh yeah, Citadel. Oh, this guy is just waiting with the HE for us. Fortunately, No fire. We'll take that. And look, we're back to our heal very, very quickly, as well as our damage control, thanks to this 2-pointer. It's so valuable having this 2-pointer skill. And I'm going to... Oh, wait, his ping is... Ah, that's right. The pings aren't accurate. No, the split ate the torps. Too bad. Okay, we get Balti. Good. Can we help our submarine? He's doing such great work for us. Let's compliment him. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. I know you're throwing your game just to help me. Turning away. Huh, where'd that sub end up? Oh, there he is. Turn the guns. I don't think I can dodge all of it. Wait. Wait, it slows down pretty quick. No, not quite. Too bad. But hey, again, it gets us to our heal quicker. This is where we probably would want 5 heals. We've got just enough HP saved, I think. Turpits. Okay. Turn the guns. I guess we can outturn our guns. I didn't need to eat that one. 12k, not bad, not bad. I'm not sure why the carrier is here for us, but, you know, when these guys are pushing, but that's okay. We should get the cap here. We have teammates around. 77 is fine. I mean, it is a tier 8 battleship only, right? We do have to consider that we're not playing tier 10s, so maybe wanting the like 150, 200k damage is a little out of reach. So it's fine. Richelieu's doing fine. We're all right. But you know, these are not the matches that I enjoy. This is not why I play World of Warships, to be clicked on by carriers or subs, right? I play this game for ship combat, not planes combat. Wow, that was some lag. That was a double click. Could be, you know, I'm playing on... What? We're citadeling a Kansas? Yo, how broken is Richelieu? Does he have a smoke? No. Alright, he might pop out. That's why we're on the HE. Ah, he does have the smoke. No. Too bad. I think that means we go AP here. And hold for the Kaga. Maybe we can get some revenge. But you would think that the French battleships have good AA, but for some reason this one just doesn't really. Although we have lost it all. That's another thing. There's so many frustrating mechanics in this video game. I've taken a nice break over the weekend, so I'm pretty fresh. But why does my AA get perma destroyed? Right? Like why is that a thing? It's already weak. Why does it get perma'd? Oh, and then that goes really high. Weird. I would not build this for secondaries, by the way. You could think about it, but it just doesn't have enough mounts. Maybe with the tier 9 you can think about it. But even then, you don't get improved accuracy at all, so not really worthwhile. However, oh no, we're not going to get it. Okay, 117. We've salvaged more than I thought from this match, I suppose. All right, they get the unalts. Good. Yeah, why is all my AA destroyed? That's such an unfun mechanic. Why is his icon desynced from his planes? Oh, 18 bow on. All right. No overpens that way. 8k. A poor angle for the drop, and it's still 8k. Ouch. No, we couldn't even get revenge. Too bad. We do win at least. He's got full squads, by the way. I guess if all the AA mounts get destroyed, you never lose planes ever. So it makes sense he'd have full squads. Okay, I'm done. I'm done complaining about carriers. All right, we'll try another one. Not a bad game, I guess, but not fun, right? I think there's a difference between okay damage and a fun experience, right? That's good damage for a Richelieu, I think. That's especially considering the match quality we had. But it's not fun. Okay, I think there needs to be a distinction here. I think there's too much, maybe this is too meta or whatever, but I think there's too much value placed on the final score damage farming number in this game by the wider community, myself included. I'm guilty of doing this as well, okay? But we place a lot of value on just the absolute damage number that you dealt in a game without really considering, like, was the game fun to play? I'm more interested in fun matches than the big number, I guess. The big number is nice, but where's the fun, you know? Well, it's certainly not here. All right. I think we're going to say this is the last game. Let's see how it goes. Maybe I can make it work. Oh my goodness, Wargaming. You've been very, very kind today. It's unfortunate, though. It really is. As far as like what I could have done differently, I guess just pushing earlier. But so often that leads to just death to the sub and carrier. But maybe considering the match ended like this anyway. Like, I do talk about this a lot. Just to, you know, teaching moment. You learn the most from about what you did wrong when you lose, okay? So we've lost. What did we do wrong? If we want to get better, what did we do wrong? Well, we're alive at the end of this game. And that means we did not play aggressively enough. We played far too passive. If you lose and you're dead early, that means you played too aggressive. It's perhaps too simplistic, but it is a great way to start learning positioning and positional errors and to learn to get better at the game. I don't think much we would have done differently, though. That's the other thing. You can't be too hard on yourself to say it's all my fault, and if I would have played differently, the outcome would have been different, because I don't believe the outcome here would have been different. We're one of the few tier 8s in a tier 10 game. Double sub carrier match. I don't think much we would have done would have changed the outcome. Maybe it could have been a little closer. I don't know, but it's certainly it is something you can learn from, I guess. I would say this is one, though, to not take too seriously as far as over analyzing one like this. Oh wow, the sub's back here already. All right. But yeah, this is just game over, unfortunately. Oh yeah, we don't even reload in time. Oh well. So, you know, bad games happen. They happen for me too, right? And back to the point of, why don't I see Mr. PQ? Why don't I see any sub carrier heavy games in your videos? Why don't I see that? It's not very helpful. Well, this is why. This is what you get. Does this make for an interesting match if I'm trying to showcase a ship and its strengths, right? I don't think it does. I think it just showcases the problems of World of Warships and the problems Wargaming refuses to fix or even acknowledge, to be honest. Although they have acknowledged the problem with carriers, that doesn't mean they're going to fix it, obviously. But they have acknowledged the problem with it. But this is the reason, okay? Just to let you in on a little secret here. You're not seeing a lot of sub-carrier games purely because it does not showcase the ship. It showcases the problem with the game. And my goal is to showcase the ship, mostly. I'll showcase the problems as well, but I don't want to do that every video, obviously. And I think we got okay look at Richelieu. There's some good salvos in there. Problems with Matchmaker, certainly. When it comes to tier 8 and 9, I think you have some of the harder Matchmaker these days. Didn't really talk about that as much, but you're often up-tiered into carrier tier 10 games with tier 8 sub-games. Tier 9 obviously has the super ship tier problem. I feel like most of your games are going to be up tiers. We got pretty fortunate to have a 9, an 8, and then a 10, to not get full tier 10 today. I think that is a positive. Didn't result in much, but it is a positive. We didn't have to face the tier 10s all the time. But it's tough. I think these French battleships are pretty okay. They're nothing too special, though, these days. I don't know what would necessarily change that, but they're fine. They're okay. Getting to Republic is nice. This ship does not feel like Republic at all, though. Its reload is far too long, and its gun caliber is far too little, I would say. Richelieu does not have very good overmatch for its tier, where Republic does, as well as it doesn't have very good reload for its tier, where Republic does. So it's a bit of a strange one going up through the line, I will say. There's not a lot of cohesion there, but Republic is worth getting, I think, if you want that fast reload on a somewhat accurate ship with some decent overmatch. But it still does struggle a bit in today's meta. But it has a lot of range, a lot of shell velocity, can work pretty well. Both, and that is the same through the line, at least once you get to tier 8 and above. They all do have great shell velocity and great range, allowing them to do some sniping in today's meta, which does revolve a lot around sniping. But that's going to do it for today's video on the Richelieu here, this ship request. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and make sure you comment down below whatever you would like to see next time. Most upvoted, that's what I will be playing. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.